In today's quick tip, I'm going to show you how you can make your own exterior lights and lamps for your layout. I think lights and lamps add a lot to the layout, sort of making it come alive, so I'll show you how I made mine. I started with some micro LEDs, they're called. I got these on Amazon. I'll put links below. You can see here they're pre-wired. And what you're looking at here, the tips of them, those are the LEDs. Extremely small, so they'll fit inside little lampshades, but they're very bright considering how small they are. These are warm white. I got 20 lights for $10, and they're 3 volts DC. Pretty inexpensive. You can make a lot of lights, but now you're going to need some shades to put them in. And Plastrux makes several shades. I found 3 that will work depending on your scale. There's LF3, and it says for HO or O, LF6, also for O scale, maybe S, and then there's an LF8 for G scale. But depending on the structure, any one of these might work for you. I'll use one of these. The LF3s and the 6s both have the same diameter at the neck, so I can use the same kind of brass tubing. So I get some brass tubing from the hobby store that's 1/16 outside diameter, and of course there's a hole all the way through it. It looks very small. This is all you need for the leads on these LEDs. Once I put the shade on, then I can put the leads through the tube, and I'm ready to try to light it up. Only need a very small portion to be exposed or to use outside the building, and that needs a tight bend in it. So for that I use tubing benders by K&S, and you'll find they have several different sizes for depending on the diameter of the tube. So I picked the smallest one. Without this, it would kink the tube if you tried to do it by hand in such a tight arc. But with the bending device, you can put it over the tube and then bend it, and it will take the curve without putting any kinks in it. So I make about a 90-degree curve, pull the bending spring off, and then I'll just cut it at each end to match the length that I want. Then I can glue the shade on to the end, just to be sure you don't put glue in the hole of the tube, but only around the outside, and attach it like that. When you cut the tube, you might close the hole a little bit. So all I do is take a fine point awl and reopen the hole. The brass is so soft that is easily done. So now if I want to paint it, I can't hold it and paint all of it at once, or else I'll get fingerprints on it. So I push a long straight pin through a piece of styrofoam. Then the brass tube fits right over the pin, and I can spray it from all angles and without handling it. Once it's dry, I'm ready to put the shade on and finish the lighting. So get some LEDs and bring some life to your layout.